Welcome to Jason's Jewels. I am your host, Jason Alexander, and we are back again with another show for you. And on this episode, we're doing a Clearly Confused podcast crossover smash up with Jason's Jewels, as I got none other than DeuceSpeaks on here, as well as
What's
our
happening,
boy
baby?
Donovan Ellis.
Yo, what's
We
up?
are
What's
live
up?
and direct with y'all, and we are going to come at y'all with the episode of Jason's Jewels. But again, before I get started on Jason's Jewels, this is your reminder. If you are not watching the Clearly Confused podcast, you need to be tuning in. Don't want to miss out on that as we stay on top of current events, politics, pop culture, black culture, all culture. Shit, we cover it all. So be sure to tune into the Clearly Confused podcast as we bring it to you live on a weekly, bi-weekly basis. But again, tune into Clearly Confused podcast.
Yes, sir.
But fellas, what is up? What is up? How y'all been, man? I'm glad to have y'all on Jason's Jewels today. I know we got some good topics for the folks, and shit, I didn't mean to cut y'all off when y'all was speaking to the people, so I'm gonna let y'all do that again. Say what's up to the folks.
Good,
Nah,
baby.
man,
What's good, man?
You good? You good?
All right. Well, just want to make sure everybody's all nice and at home, nice and comfy. Dude's got his
Feels
shoes
good,
off. He
man.
ain't got a hose, so he ain't got his shoes on.
It
My man's
feels
kicking it,
good,
but
baby. I'm happy for this crossover as well, too, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been ready to get on Jason's Jewels. So, man, nah, I'm definitely excited on the real, man, going through the topics and sports, man. This is it. I love sports, man. Passionate, love talking shit. So I'm excited, man.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
One of the things I had to do since NASCAR is one of the topics is I don't have a lot of people to talk NASCAR with, but I know my guy Donovan Ellis
I'm here.
loves NASCAR as much as I do. So Donovan, I've had a shitload of people ask me, and I got to ask you
Okay.
because we both know there ain't a whole lot of black fans in NASCAR. So when did you become a fan of NASCAR, and what got you going and got you interested in the sport?
Hell of a question, bro. I would have to say during COVID time when our boy Bubba, he had that documentary on Netflix about everything that was going on with the noose in the garage and all that kind of stuff. I think that's what kind of piqued my interest. And literally, that was the only sport that was going on every Sunday. I, and I had nothing else to do but watch NASCAR. And then eventually, after you watch a couple races, you start to look, this is more than going left. Like, there's so much strategy into it, and you get to listen to the mic, the in-car audio with the spotters. You're like, man, hold on, this is way more than a bunch of Confederate flags and everybody hating on Bubba and country music and nooses in the garage and turning left. Like, it's so much more to it than this, man. It's by far probably one of my top 3 favorite sporting events to keep up with weekly, I'd say.
All right. So do you do the in-car scanner and all that? You listen to all that on the weekend?
Every week, every Sunday,
So-
I got at least one headphone in. I'm locked into Bubba's in-car audio, listening to him to Freddie. And if they out the race, I'll check in on Tyler Reddick or Denny, somebody else, just to kind of, stay into it. But yeah, I'm locked in every Sunday.
So where do you peep that at? Is that on NASCAR.com or what?
Nah, so it's on that NASCAR app. So every Sunday they'll pop in. You can check into the app. So you being a fan, man, if you don't have the app downloaded, create you an account for sure. Because every Sunday you can check in. Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, truck, O'Reilly and Cup. You can check in and get points, and you can get free gear, like free NASCAR stuff. Like they got all types of free stuff, man. I done got signed Bubba Wallace hat free and all that stuff. I'm just checking in. So it's really nothing you got to do, but every Sunday just check in during the race. Like I said, during the trucks, O'Reilly or the Cup, just check in and you'll get some points, man. They add up eventually. But yeah, on there you can check out anybody's car, in-car audio, or you can just listen to the MRN, the national thing or whatnot. But yeah, man, check that out for sure.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to do that because I always see good conversations around the scanners and whatnot, but I always assumed that was a service that you had to pay for it. I just ain't never really looked into it, man. So I definitely need to check that out.
I want to say the points for audio, that's like $20, $25 a year or something like that. So that's nothing crazy, but it's worth it in my opinion.
All right. And so my boy Deuce, you the one who always has tickets to the NASCAR events and whatnot.
Ain't that crazy?
When was the last time you went to a NASCAR race? And
Wow.
What was your experience? What was your experience like at the track? Because I ain't gonna lie,
So
I ain't been to a race, but I still got my apprehension. So I'm always curious what the mood is at the track.
It is funny too because I know, especially both of y'all. My older brother, he's a NASCAR fan. I'm like, man, I be getting all these free tickets, and the people that actually enjoy all these free tickets can't get them. So it's all I send him to Don every week just to play with him because I know he ain't coming all the way out here. I'm like, you meet me or nah? Because I get him so many damn times. But I'm trying to think. I went to a race. We normally hit a race or two every year. Me and my wife, we just love live sports. But nah, yeah, I get the tickets, the little veteran tickets all the time. So it's nice having that access to be able to go to the race, even though I'm not a huge fan of it or anything like that. Like I said, we love the live events. We went to our last race, usually one or two a year. The last race we went to was actually in Richmond. Uh, and Richmond's that was interesting. It was a nice facility. And I'd always been like, man, I'm gonna hit the race in Richmond because I'm usually always in Martinsville because it's closer to me. I got family there. My frat brothers got the parking spot right next to it, so it's like everything works out perfect. But I was like, let me hit Richmond. I ain't gonna lie, the Richmond
That's
experience was
love.
way different than the Martinsville experience. Richmond, you
All
felt
right.
eyes on you. You didn't feel comfortable as a black person at Richmond's. There's a lot of charged up, shirt off, just drunk white people in there going crazy. But the one at Martinsville is just, well, I say it's a different experience. It's like one, there's a lot more black people that you're gonna see. It's just a lot more diversity. When I go to the one in
Okay.
Martinsville, man, they got hip hop playing. They be having everything. So it feels more included when you go to Martinsville. But Richmond, it wasn't. I love the track there. That was a definitely dope ass experience. But man, when I was telling Don when Bubba, because I was hyped, I was thinking Bubba was about to win. I'm like, shit. I kept telling my wife, I was like, hey, we might need to leave early if Bubba wins. I don't know what's gonna happen. So
Yeah,
I kept,
man.
I
You
was like,
already
look,
know.
we might need to get ready to go because they was getting worked up in there. I ain't even gonna lie. It's crazy. I texted Don. I was
Yeah.
like, it's crazy how much these people hate Bubba. When he
It's
wrecked or
insane,
whatever
bro.
happened and he went out, car fucked up. Well, I'll say everybody erupted in there, dog. Like it was like
Yeah,
we just killed Osama bin Laden or something. Everybody was hyping
Yeah,
shit
man.
when Bubba went out. I was like, that is crazy. But
it's
like I said,
insane.
Yeah.
Martinsville, I love it. It's a great experience. I love going
The
to them
paperclip.
races. But I wouldn't go to Richmond no more. I wouldn't want to do that one no more, to be honest with you. Just the whole
Gotcha.
navigation of
Okay.
parking and all that. It
Yeah,
was a little bit too much for your boy, but I do Martinsville all day.
and you typically
Okay.
hit the Martinsville race during the playoffs too. So it's always a lot
Yeah.
more
Yep.
at stake than just like the one
I
we just
love
had a
it.
Yeah.
couple of
And
weeks ago.
the first one I went to was like a big old drama. I was like, shit, I didn't even know it was all this drama going on. Dude that hit somebody and slung his way up into the front. I thought it was normal. Everybody I seen on
Ah,
ESPN,
you
they
did
say
go
they
to
was
that
like,
one.
oh, it's big controversy. I'm like, shit, I was there. It's like I seen it. It happened right where I was sitting. We was hyped, boy. Oh yeah.
That was the one where Chastain ran on the
Yeah,
wall.
the Hail Melon. I think that's what they
I
call it,
couldn't
the
tell
Hail
you.
Yeah.
Melon. Yeah,
The hell, man. No, that's crazy.
That was hard.
That
It
is
was
crazy. 'Cause
hard. It was
that whole
crazy in
race was
there.
wild. I remember that like
yeah, that was.
I
I
was
remember
there,
that one.
man.
man. And people was
Yeah, I
just
was losing my
the
mind
fans
watching
in
that.
there. I was like,
I
this
was
got
losing.
to be something big because people in there was losing their mind. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
The hit, man.
Yeah. That man pulled out that video game move on him, man, in real life, man. Folks didn't know how to act.
And they banned it
I
right
don't
after
think
that
I
race
know how
too. They
you
can't even
got
do
into
it no more.
They
NASCAR.
sure did, man. So I got into NASCAR shit back in 2001. And crazy as it is, I got into it when Dale Earnhardt passed away. So
Mm.
I just happened, for whatever reason, I was just watching that race.
Oh,
And so I actually watched it when it happened. And I just became a fan after that. Even more so later on in 2001, his son, Dale Earnhardt Jr.,
mm-hmm.
first race back in Daytona was the Pepsi 400. And he came from behind in like the last two laps, past like 10 cars or some shit like that. And ended up winning the
Yeah.
race. And it was just one of the coolest things I'd ever seen. So I really hopped on the bandwagon then. So I've been watching NASCAR a long time, man. I was a big Jeff Gordon fan, man. I always loved Jeff Gordon back in the day, Hendrick
I feel like
Motorsports,
black people
Jimmy
love Jeff
Johnson.
Gordon, dog.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, that man won, man. He didn't give a shit, man. He didn't give a shit at all. He was gonna go out. It didn't matter if you was his teammate, his enemy, or whatever, man. He was gonna come out and he was gonna try to kill your ass, man. And I always liked
That
that.
was the
I always
only
liked that in
NASCAR
the
driver
athletes.
I knew. That was the
See, the
only
one I
one
knew
I ever
growing
knew
up,
his name, Jeff Gordon.
the one I grew up knowing was Mark Martin. That 6 car. That
Yeah.
was probably my
Okay.
favorite one growing
I
up.
ain't never
All the
even heard
video
of
games,
him. It was,
the video games I played, Mark Martin.
Right.
Hey, you would
All
I ain't
you
right.
would
never
like
even
Mark
heard of him.
Martin. Nah, you would like him. My man
Really?
on Twitter, he don't do it no more, but on Twitter every morning he would post a Gucci Man verse every morning on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm weak.
Yeah.
I
Mark
feel like
Martin's
I
pretty
heard
cool.
something about that guy.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard something about that.
Yeah, he be reciting lyrics and stuff in interviews and everything.
Yeah. Everybody
That's
loves
funny as
Mark
shit.
Martin.
Old ass white
That
guy.
is. Yeah, man. Yeah. Folks love his ass.
Yeah,
So. But while I got y'all, I do want to talk about the Bubba Wallace, the hoax, the whole rope and all that other stuff. So one thing folks don't seem to understand when it comes to Bubba Wallace is that he was not the one who even saw the rope in the first place.
crazy.
It was his teammates who saw the rope, and they were the ones who reported it.
Mm-hmm.
But in 2026, Bubba Wallace is still taking flack for what he didn't see back in. I don't even remember what year it was. It might have been like
Yeah,
2017,
it was
2018, man.
18.
It was that
Yeah,
long
it was a
ago.
grip ago.
Yeah, it was that long. It was that damn long ago. I don't think. Well, I say I don't think the folks in NASCAR, man, they're never going to beat the allegations. I guess that's the best way to say
Oh,
it. They're never going to beat the
absolutely
allegations.
not.
Buddy of mine is a big Michael Jordan fan. So when Tyler Reddick ran off on his string and winning 3 races in a row, my boy being a Michael Jordan guy, he hopped on the bandwagon. Was like, man, this is pretty cool. It's good to see Michael Jordan doing this in another sport. He got into it. He gets online, and the first thing he's like, "Hey, man, they really don't like us participating in this sport at all, do they?" I'm like, "Nah, man, they can't stand us, man. They can't stand it." I said, "And it don't make no difference what we do. It don't make no difference what we say. If you go online and you are black and participate in a NASCAR post, at some point you're gonna get hit with some
Oh,
racism, and
instantly.
it don't have to be a post about Bubba
Nope.
Wallace. They will make it a post about Bubba Wallace."
Yeah.
I was wondering y'all's thoughts on that, baby. How does that make y'all feel when it comes to NASCAR, knowing that it doesn't matter what Bubba does, doesn't matter what he says. And I ain't gonna lie, I've become very protective of Bubba over the years. It's these last couple weeks, man, I've been fighting with anybody and everybody who's been talking shit on Bubba because it's like, man, it don't matter what he does, it's always gonna get taken to the
Yeah.
next level.
Every
You
time.
know, he does the same shit everybody else does, but when Bubba does it, it's a problem. And that it's always bugged the shit out of me. But I was wondering y'all's opinions on the the new skate and all that other shit, and Bubba Wallace's treatment amongst NASCAR fans uh, in 2026. So
I'll
what
let
you got
Don
for
go
us, Don?
first on that one since
Yeah, I'm with
he's
you, Jason.
experienced.
I'm with you, Jason, bro. Like that shit gets on my nerves. It don't matter what he does. His first 2 wins, one got called for rain. People was like, oh, he only won because it rained. His second win, they still didn't want to throw his name in there. And as you can see the poster, he got a crown jewel win in Indianapolis last year, and they still coming up with excuses. And it's
Yeah,
just annoying, man. He's not the first black guy in NASCAR, Swindell Scott. And if you ever done your research on him, my man's won numerous races, never got paid out for it, never got the trophies, never got nothing for it. But he went out there and rode every week. But I think it's a lot more than the news because you got to realize Bubba was the start of the Confederacy flag being banned at all racetracks. And you know how big that flag is at a racetrack.
Hell yeah.
You're
yeah,
gonna see it everywhere. For a black man to be at the forefront of that and it getting banned, they really pissed off at that off him now. It's ridiculous, man. But I will say, I've only been to the races here in Dallas, the Texas Motor Speedway. That's the only races I've been to so far. But I will say, man, there's a ton of us. There's a ton of us black people out there. There's a ton of Caucasian people out there with Bubba Wallace stuff on. It's insane. Like I've never been to a race and felt I wasn't supposed to be there. Like I've
okay,
never felt it, but I do get Deuce's side of it because when he's raked out the last 2 times at Texas, and you would think something's going on. Everybody's shirts coming off, they screaming. It's ridiculous,
Yeah.
man. And I'm like, y'all are pitiful. But
right,
I hate it because he's really opening the sport up for more of us to get involved. I mean, look at Jordan. You got Jordan. He's a forefront. He won the lawsuit. People are mad about that. Tyler Reddick goes out here and wins the first 3 races. Oh, it's rigged. 23 NASCAR ready for 23-11. I'm like, are y'all stupid? They sued the
yeah,
sport
man,
and won. You think they're gonna rig 3 races
right,
for us to win? No.
Yeah, hell
right,
no. Hell
Like, come
no.
on, man. It's
yeah,
ridiculous. But
yeah,
I hate it. I'm just glad Bubba, he's level headed now. He's grown up because 3 or 4 years ago, Bubba would pop off, but he's not like that no more. So I'm kind of glad he's
Right.
taking that seat back and just racing, having fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But see, Don, I think that's the point of why, and to answer Jason's question on my take on that, I think that's why it's hard for black people to get into it,
Mm-hmm.
is because when we think about NASCAR and compared to other sports, NASCAR is like the fan base is Southern white people.
Yep.
Is like the biggest fan base of NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the Confederate flag and shit being gone was the most important. So like how I see it is those fans do not want, like how we're talking about, yeah, we get more black people in. That ain't what they want. They
Nope.
don't want black people coming in, taking over their last little bell of a sport that they got to hold on to say this is ours. They don't want somebody coming in there that's a different color. And now you done took our Confederate flag. Y'all playing hip hop at the fucking thing. Soon y'all gonna have Hennessy bottles and 40s rolling around in here. They don't want
Oh
that
Lord.
shit, man. They don't want it.
Oh
So
man.
it's like they're gonna make it difficult for everybody. And the fact that Michael Jordan is coming in there winning and shit too is gonna make it worse. I personally don't see it getting any better until you have, like, I would say like 4 or 5 like just like dominant black race car drivers in there. So it ain't just Bubba riding. And I was listening to I can't remember the kid's name. He was the one that drove that Black Effect car,
Roger Caruth.
Don. I can't remember dude's name. I listened to his interview and he was talking
Yeah.
about how hard
Roger
it
Caruth.
is to even get
Right.
worked in
Yeah.
because people don't leave. He's like, there's only so many positions and people don't retire and
Mm-hmm.
leave for a long ass time. And I'm sitting there thinking,
Yeah.
well, how can you possibly get more black people in it if it's that hard to even get to it? You know what I'm saying? There ain't a lot of availability to it. And if it takes that long to open up a position, I don't think they want no black person getting that position that you got a bunch of white people waiting on. I don't know,
Right.
obviously I don't know a lot about NASCAR and how like the politics and shit works on who gets to go to the big races and shit like that. I just see it as they don't want to give up this last thing they got holding on. Because we see it in like hockey. Hockey's starting to get a lot more black people now. Hockey's a little bit different because the fan base isn't Southern white Americans
Yeah.
just getting all worked up.
Yeah.
You get racist Canadians as
Right.
well too with it, but they're
Yeah.
more of a higher economic status because it ain't cheap being in hockey at all. So you're not gonna get a bunch of rural
Right.
kids and shit playing it. So you don't
See,
feel it
I'm
as
glad you
much.
brought
Like
up
I
the.
ain't never gone to a hockey game and felt that. Hmm.
Nah, I agree with you on that. But NASCAR's the same way, man. It's not a cheap sport to get into. So a lot of these lower levels, you got the O'Reilly series and the truck series, you got to pretty much bring 75% of the funds and then have sponsors do the other 25. If you ain't got those sponsors, it's over for you. So
Yeah.
you got to pretty much have a lot of money to get into it. So like, I mean, we got quite a few. We got Roger Caruth, he's coming up the pipeline. We got another
Uh-huh.
black guy in the ARCA series. I always forget his name, but he's real nigga. He's full 100% nigga.
LeVar
LeVar
Scott.
Scott, that's him. And then we got another. We
Yeah,
just had the first
Levar.
black female. Yeah, we just had a black female.
Wow.
She's starting to. Yeah, she's coming up the ranks. She just got going this year. So we getting there, man. It's just a matter of time. And
And her name is Destiny
yep.
Spurlock.
Mm-hmm.
So we got LeVar and Destiny invading the
Yeah.
space, coming in, taking over. So you already know, you can hear him now. Who's this damn Destiny out here driving around the damn track?
Yeah.
Oh, who named
Smell
the
like
kid
cocoa
Destiny?
butter out here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it'll be interesting though, man. Again, I've always been a big NASCAR fan. We got a NASCAR league at work,
That's
and
fun.
that's been a big factor in keeping me engaged in NASCAR and whatnot, just for the competition. It's a lot like fantasy football,
Oh,
so
okay.
I enjoy that aspect of it. And shit, RJ Bartleson be kicking ass in that
Yeah, I'll be
league
talking
too.
to him sometimes about NASCAR too. So yeah, he's kind of big
Yeah,
into
oh,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We were talking about Bubba and Hocevar at work the other day. I asked him if he saw what happened, and he was like, "No, I didn't see it." And I said, "I'll go look it up." I read it to him about an hour later. He said, "Man, I saw that shit, man. Them folks are crazy, man. They crazy." I said, "I'm telling you, man." He said, "It don't matter what
It
he
don't.
does, man.
It
He
matters.
does the same shit as anybody
It's
else,
ridiculous.
and folks will go off on him." And I ain't gonna front, man. I was in a black NASCAR group, and I had to leave it because I was like, "Man, I understand being a Bubba fan and saying, all right, yeah, Bubba might have fucked up this, that, and the other." They were going too far with it, man. It's like they were It's like they were going too hard trying to impress folks
Mm,
by putting Bubba down. And it was
nah,
like,
I'm
man, I
good
ain't
on
got
that.
time for all
Yeah.
that
I
shit.
mean, if Bubba
So
fucks up,
y'all
he
think
fucks
the
up.
black fans are a little bit harder?
Yeah. Do
I
what?
think a lot of the black fans
Y'all
are
think
just
the
trying to
black
fit in.
fans are harder?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can see that.
I feel like they're just trying to
I was
fit
I
like,
can
in.
see
shit.
that.
Yeah, and it's like, man, shit, later for all that shit,
Yeah.
man. I was like, man, I like Tulsa Bar, but now I'm like, fuck
I don't
Tulsa
fuck with
Bar,
him at
man. I
all.
ain't got no time for you.
No, I don't fuck with those at
It's
all.
like his nickname is the
Yep.
Hurricane. So shit, why would I be mad that somebody took his ass out when he's taking motherfuckers out every week?
Every week.
It's like, come
I
on.
don't fuck with Hosevar at all. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
yes, I know they not doing the race this year, but the Chicago road course, Bubba and them, they do a big like bring the block out. It's like a big block party. It's a lot of black people that come
Yeah.
to the event, so he does stuff like that. Atlanta, I mean, of course, it's Atlanta, a lot of black people. Atlanta's real big with black people and racing. They had a whole, well, I think it was last year, right after Daytona, they had like this big like mini documentary before the season, before the race. It was like a bunch of black people, the party and all that. And man, we getting there. We getting there for sure.
All
I'm gonna
right.
stick with the sport.
All right.
I love being an advocate for it. I got a lot of people hitting me up talking about it now, so just trying to get my thoughts on different things. But I'm loving it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Same here. And well, so moving on from NASCAR and black folks in NASCAR, we gonna get into two brothers that really don't like each other. I guess that's the best way to say it. And if I'm gonna be honest, I really don't like either one of them. So I
I
kind of
don't
like,
either.
I kind of enjoy
I was about to say, I
sitting
know
back.
both of y'all feel that way.
I can't stand either one of them, man. But before we get started on that, my main beat, and for folks who are confused what we're talking about Stephen A. Smith versus Jason Whitlock. And
Two Uncle Toms.
yeah, man, I was like, man, do I want to say Coon versus Coon, Tom versus Tom? You know what
Look,
we got
man, I'm
going
not here
on?
for
It's
no
like,
Stephen A. slander. I ain't here for no Stephen A. slander. I'm rocking
Hey,
Stephen
you
A.
can kiss. Nah.
well, here's my thing on Stephen A. A long time ago, Stephen A. Smith was a bad motherfucker when it came to sports media, sports journalism. And once we got on that path to where hot takes take over and they rule the day, he took it and ran, and he became a shell of who he was. And that's something that's always going to be disappointing for me because I remember he was the baddest dude on the block,
Mm-hmm.
man. And he was genuine, he was humble, he had good stories, he had good topics. You know what I'm saying? But once this hot take world came out, man, this man changed, man, and I just
Well,
hate
see,
to
that's
see it,
my
man,
thing.
because he's so much better than that.
Yeah, I'm with you on
What you
that,
got?
but I feel like I think that's just sports media in general. I mean, that's everything we see from everybody. I see with Ryan Clark all the time. That's my dog. I love Ryan Clark, but he has the moments too. I'm like, bro, who are you
Mm-hmm.
doing this for right now? So it's just to
Right,
me,
right,
that's
right.
Mm-hmm.
what all that has become to this day is how they do that, man. But
Yeah, I mean,
how I always say with Stephen A, I like Stephen A. I'm not gonna be one of them people to knock him down. I like the dude just mainly from past growing up listening to him. I loved his take. I love how he articulates himself as well too. But I'll always say I completely understand why people don't like him. I will never fight for somebody to like them. You don't like him, I get that shit 100% because there's some people I can't fucking stand just like his ass too.
I ain't stand. I don't even watch ESPN no more, man. If a game's not on, I'm not watching it. Like the old Sports
Yeah,
Illustrated,
same here.
Sports Center days, those are long gone. Like I don't care. I don't want to
Yeah,
hear somebody arguing about LeBron and this and that for 3.5 hours. Like I'm good. Like I'm good.
right.
I miss the highlights, the real top tens, and all that.
I mean,
Yeah,
if they talk about
shit. I
sports,
think,
Yeah.
they go too cross now and other
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Sports Center is normally like a
yeah,
background shit for me as I'm getting ready in the morning or something. So it's like I can hear some stuff, but I ain't even locked into it. And
Yeah.
I'm listening to podcasts all day, so I don't even get to hear
yeah,
first take or nothing like that. I'm catching clips more than likely on anything.
right. Well, we'll walk down this timeline of
Oh,
Stephen A. and Jason Whitlock because these two have had beef for quite some time. And
yeah, it's been a
granted,
grip.
Yeah.
as much as I can't stand Stephen A., I can't stand Jason Whitlock 10
Yeah.
times
I
more.
can't either.
I think
I
Jason
about to say
Whitlock,
y'all gotta
I
admit that
can't either.
Whitlock is worse.
Nah, he's definitely worse.
Whitlock, Yeah, he's
Okay.
way
He's
worse. He's
definitely
way
worse.
worse because he ain't never been about shit. He's always been the same
He
asshole
ain't never.
that we see
I ain't
right
never
Mm-mm.
now.
once said I like Jason Whitlock's take on nothing.
Right. And I've never heard nobody say that
Nope.
shit either. I ain't never heard nobody say Jason Whitlock is my dude. Never heard that shit.
Hell
But
no.
just to run through the timeline real quick. So Jason Whitlock has accused Stephen A. Smith of fabricating parts of his life story, mainly when Stephen A. Smith played basketball at Winston-Salem State, which I believe Jalen Rose is the person who made that Stephen A. Played basketball for the JV team at Winston-Salem State popular. When he was talking shit on Jalen Rose one time, Jalen Rose had to come put him in place, say, hey, didn't you score like 5 points a game at Winston-Salem State, some shit like that? But that's where that guy started from. Stephen A. Smith responded with personal attacks instead of direct rebuttals, calling Whitlock a fat piece of shit and worse than a white supremacist.
Hey, he called that nigga Norbit. That shit had me rolling, bruh. He called that nigga Walrus, and that shit be had me. I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah,
that shit be had me weak.
called him a Morris, called him a coward. Uh, let's see. Whitlock appeared on Cam Newton's podcast where he once again went in on Stephen A. Stephen A. then criticized Cam Newton for having Whitlock on his podcast and said while Cam and Stephen A. have their show on ESPN, Stephen A. reportedly said, "Don't just sit there and let them talk shit. Ask them questions." So ultimately, is Jason Whitlock jealous of Stephen A. and is he trying to discredit him for his own gain? In January 2024, Stephen A. Smith went on a long, detailed rant about Jason Whitlock. In April 2025, a photo of Smith and the Winston-Salem basketball team sent Whitlock into attack mode again. In November 2025, Stephen A. Smith went off on Jason Whitlock, and that's when he called him a warrior and a coward. And this conflict is largely driven by completely opposing views on each other's credibility. Smith views Whitlock as an obsessive harasser. Whitlock views Smith as an inauthentic and fraudulent media personality. So in this battle between Jason Whitlock and Stephen A. Smith, I'm assuming, I'm guessing since we all can't stand Jason Whitlock, we'd all be on Stephen A. Smith's side on this one. Because I can't front as much as I can't stand Stephen A. If he's gonna attack Jason Whitlock, man, I'm all in for it. I'm all in for that. I'm all for it. So I can't even be mad at Stephen A. for that.
Now it's so this one, and I'm gonna put it like this because I listened to the 4th and 1 interview with Whitlock, and I ain't heard Whitlock in a long time because I just hate anything he has to say. So this was the first time me hearing him in a while, and I instantly got heated because I'm like, this guy's just, I forgot how much I hated his ass, to be honest
He's
with you.
dumb.
He just says some dumb shit, man. Like, it doesn't make sense. He says some of the most stupidest shit. He don't make sense with nothing. His arguments were just not valid. And I'm glad the host called him out. And I thought Stephen A., I was like, you said Cam Newton didn't stand up for your question. Watching it, I disagree with Stephen A. on that. I'm like, Cam did the most
Yeah, I
he
definitely
could.
do.
Like, this is his show. You can't tell this man what to do on his show, who to have on his own show. If he wants to interview Whitlock, he can interview Whitlock. Whitlock talks shit about Cam
Exactly.
Newton his whole career. So he's like, I want
And
to
he called him
call
out
this
on it.
man out and have a convo face to face. And I thought it was like, man, I gained more respect for Cam during that because I'm like, man, you
Mm-hmm.
put him, hey, this dude been talking shit. All right, well, come on my show, sit down right here. Let's hash this out right here in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was a pretty good, even though I hated everything Whitlock said. But his whole argument was just kind of dumb. Like, you hate Stephen A. and his only argument is that he didn't really go to Winston-Salem. And I'm like, okay,
It's
like,
insane.
for one, I've liked Stephen A. for a long time. I didn't even know he played at Winston-Salem until I read his book last year. So if he never even went
Okay.
to Winston-Salem to play ball, that wouldn't affect me and how I enjoy Stephen A. whatever by any means. So I don't understand how that takes away his credibility as a journalist just because he may or may not have played basketball here. So to me, it's just a whole
Right.
stupid argument. And that lets me know that Whitlock is just hating. Your only thing is he didn't really play here. That lets me know that you're probably a hater if you just locked in on that, and he was like, I did all these personal investigation. You personally investigated another journalist to see if he played ball somewhere. That's hate. You got some
That's
hate in your
corny, bro.
motherfucking heart
That is
to go
corny.
through that much
That is
for somebody
corny.
you don't like just to prove they didn't play ball. Man, no, I could
Right.
care less about that, man. So I thought it was a dumb argument. I listened to a little bit of Stephen A's rebuttal. It was funny. Stephen A's just good at articulating himself. But overall, I just thought, like, this is stupid. Just y'all, just grow up. Let that shit go. Move on. If I'm Stephen A, I wouldn't even address it anymore. Let the walrus talk.
Yeah, I'd be done with
Do
it.
whatever have you. But I just thought it was stupid, especially with what Jason Whitlock was saying on 4th and 1, talking about like Cam Newton and just he has a lot of these
His way he
old
dressed, his
ideologies in his
hair,
head
and
on how things should work. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like he never learned that shit changes and evolves. Like, yeah, maybe you coming into the game, that's how you had to do things, but shit is different. And Cam has actually
mm-hmm.
set a trend. And he's sitting there, he's still bashing Cam for like how he dresses and stuff. And they're like, man, what's that got to do with anything? You know what I'm saying? How I dress and shit.
Mm-hmm.
My skills are here, my skills are there. I mean, what we talking about here? But yeah, I don't know. Whitlock's just a fucking idiot, dog. At the end of the day, I can't stand his ass. I
Yeah.
feel like he doesn't have anything useful to say. I don't like his sports critiques. I can dislike some people and like some of their sports takes. You know what I'm saying?
He used to be
I can
decent.
take personal away and just focus on your actual skill. I can do that shit all
Mm-hmm.
day long. But that
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker ain't even got nothing
Yeah.
professionally good to say. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Right. Right. Oh yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I do a lot of the same with Stephen A. Where I can't stand him, even though I can't stand him. Every now and then he says something I might actually agree with. So I understand what you're saying when you
Yeah.
say that you can agree with a sports take regardless of who it comes from. Like, granted, Jason Whitlock has never had a sports take that I agree with. So
No.
Never.
Yeah,
I don't
nah.
know.
Never.
It would be hard. I think it would be hard for me to agree with anything that he has to say, just because that he comes from a place that is disingenuous. And
Exactly.
he it's when one of the things you said, he never makes a tape that is a good tape. Well, to be quite
No.
honest, more often than not, he just spouting some bullshit, try to get heard, try to get seen, try to get some attention.
He's just a clickbait ass journalist, man. It's just ruffle up some feathers. Let me be a trending headline instead of
Yep.
like doing your job and being good at your actual job.
Oh yeah, yeah. And Stephen A. calling him a white supremacist is some funny shit, man.
Hey,
No,
that threw me. I had me
yeah,
hollering off that one.
yeah, man. Shit,
He's Uncle
that might,
Ruckus, dog.
yeah,
That's
man.
who Jason is to me, is Uncle Ruckus. Same
Yeah,
size and
you're right.
everything.
Yeah,
Same size.
right. All he needs that one eye patch and shit. He be good to go.
And he kept talking about. Yeah, I just don't like Jason Whitlock, man. I've never had some of his takes back in the day. They were decent, but he's too much of an Uncle Tom for me. It don't matter what. When it comes to black people in sports, he has nothing good to say.
Nothing.
Nothing. And he's always gonna compare him to somebody who he kept talking about who was it, the Broncos quarterback back in the day. What's my
Bo,
man's name?
Bo Nix.
No, the Elway, John Nell. We kept talking about he's the
Ah,
greatest
okay.
football player of all time, and he could have been just like him if he would have dressed right and cut his hair and did all this
Yeah,
shit.
dog.
I'm like, let Cam be Cam.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. He set
I'm
a
like,
trend. I mean, now people are doing whatever they want because he's like, oh, well, you gotta be if you want to be a franchise quarterback, you have to look this part.
dress
You
this
gotta be
way.
freshly shaved.
Says who?
I can't stand that shit, man. And he talking about, I don't
Right.
know what the hairstyle's called. Nigga, you know them are dreadlocks. The hell you talking about? You don't know what the hairstyle. Like, get your ass out of here, boy. Like that motherfucker will piss you off.
Yeah,
But
man.
like Cam, I'll give Cam credit because he brought up Trevor Lawrence. He's like, Trevor
Yep,
Lawrence got tattoos, long hair. Patrick
long hair.
Mahomes got long hair, tattoos. You know what I'm saying? He's like, what are you talking about? What are you saying here? That motherfucker ain't got nothing to say. He just says clown ass shit, dog. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
I texted
Yeah.
Hey,
Don while I was
there's
watching. I'm like, yeah, man, this motherfucker got me ready. I hate hearing him, bro. There's nothing you
Yeah.
learn nothing from him at all.
No,
bro.
you're right.
He's a dumbass, a complete dumbass.
It's always interesting to hear the people or see the people who actually defend him or listen to him, because they don't look like us. And one thing they'll always say is, "Well, you should listen to him, man. He knows what he's talking about. No, you like what he's saying. That's all that is.
Because what
No,
he's talking about aligns with what you agree with. That's why y'all
And
like
then,
his ass.
and if you agree with his shit, then I don't have anything. I can't talk sports with you. I can't do it.
yeah,
I
We're
cannot do
good.
it. Yeah, I cannot do it. Which is absolutely
Yeah.
not. And I can hear from you. Because at that point,
There's certain
you say
people
something like
like that.
Jason Whitlock, it's in one ear out the other. Like I'm like, all right, you lost me.
yeah.
What's dude's name? What's that one white dude's name? Long hair. Is it Nick Wright? Something like that.
He's an idiot too.
Yeah.
If somebody tells me
There's
that's
a
who
lot
they
of them
like,
out
all right,
there.
we're not having those sports conversations. We're not having a
I'm
sports
done.
conversation at all.
I can't do it.
There's
He's
certain
an
people.
idiot
You like
too.
him? Oh, we good. Yeah, we good.
Yeah.
I'm smooth on that
You
shit.
got it. You got it.
Yeah, hell no. There's just
Yeah,
some
you
people I
already
like.
know.
Some people I don't like, man.
Yeah.
But nah, he's
There's not many that I like, man. I can't even front.
I will say this about
There's not many
Stephen
that
A.
I'll say just
Oh yeah. I'll say this about Stephen A. Especially to your point, because I think you're right. He has changed over the years, and I think he does especially now that he's trying to get into politics a little bit, and he's using like his sports platforms and all this shit, and it's like he's trying to make a splash and get more attention to his political side by making these statements. So I do think he targets some black people, like Jasmine
He's a lot of
Crockett and
clickbait.
shit like that. Yeah, he does a lot of clickbait shit
right.
with that. But it's just hard for me because I love the way he articulates himself. And I love that he does what a lot of other people don't. He brings people that don't fuck with him on his show and talk to him. They can disagree all
Yeah.
day. But he's like, we not going to do this text, but back and forth social media shit. Come on the show. Let's have a conversation. I'll
Yeah.
debate with you. That's the one thing. Stephen
I
A
can
will
respect
debate
that.
with anybody. When he brought what's the dude's name? Fuck. I forgot the Republican dude's
Ben
name, big
Shapiro.
ass eyebrows. Ben Shapiro. He brought him on his little political show. They don't agree at all on shit, but it was a good conversation. I'm like, this is how those things should go. Y'all can disagree on whatever, but have a good conversation around it. It don't have to be a hostile fight, debate, argument. Say what you feel. I say what I feel. You know what I'm saying? Explain how you came to that conclusion, and I can understand it better. I might not agree with it, but I can understand it better. So yeah, I fuck with him,
Yeah.
but he has been a little bit on the clickbait shit. But in all general, I just don't listen
That's
to a lot of
fine.
these commentators in general anymore.
I was trying to really mess with. I don't know. I just can't rock with Stephen A. Man. I can't do it. It's a lot. I used to like him back in the day, but nowadays
I think it's
I
biased.
can't do it, bro. I mean, I know it's a lot about the Cowboys too, but I just can't do it. Man, he irritates me to the core now. So like, I can only listen to a few. I mean, it's mostly, Nuke, Ryan Clark. Who else we got? We got Dan Orlovsky. I like him. He got some
SVP.
dumb takes. SVP, I like them a lot, but I don't know what it's about Stephen A, man. I think it's just because we came back from the era when they were actually talking about sports and having a good debate, where now it's all clickbait, and I can't do it no
All
more.
of it.
I guess I'm saying I can't really do it no more. So that's why most of the podcasts and stuff that I listen to are centrally related to the Cowboys or the Reds or the Louisville or NASCAR. Like I can't do a whole general body sports thing no more because it does nothing for me at the end of the day because I don't care about half the takes they talking about. I mean, it's ridiculous. And ESPN, man, it's fell off big time. You got
It's
NCAA
different.
tournament going on. What are they talking about? The Steelers' first round pick. Who gives a damn?
Yeah,
What's going on
I
with this
can't
tournament?
stand this
Like,
shit.
can we talk about the
Yeah, I
tournament?
can't stand that shit,
Like,
dog. Yeah, it drives me crazy.
like it's annoying. So
ESPN has fallen
it's
off.
just big time.
Big time.
Big time. And that's why I can't do it no more. Like I don't even bother tuning in no more because one, it's gonna get muted, and I'm like, all right, they're just talking about nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, and to Stephen A's credit, man, he's found a way to work that strategy into millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah, he has. I can't knock that.
I can't either. That man has managed to make a lot of money off of this climate in sports that we got right now.
I can't knock the man he is though, because even though I don't like his takes or whatever, but this man is giving people the opportunity to voice their opinions. He brings on Shannon Sharp. He brings on Cam Newton. He brings on Ocho Cinco. He brings on he's bringing on all these people that really wouldn't have a seat on ESPN to debate these topics, but he's giving them the opportunity. Yeah, they might go in here and do something stupid and get themselves taken off the show, but you can't bring that on Stephen A. He's giving people the opportunity to hop on the platform and voice their opinion. So that part about Stephen A, I can't hate. I respect the hell out of it
Yeah, I
because you
can't
don't
hate
see
on that.
nobody else doing that. You don't see it.
No, not at his
Don,
level, which is
No, you
nah,
don't.
it's I
not
guess
at all.
strange to say, but you're right. You're right. I can't front on that, man. He's
Mm.
putting people on.
Yeah.
So Don, to your point,
Oh yeah.
because I know he helped hook up Cam, do you think that
Hmm.
Cam should have been a little bit more loyal to him, considering Stephen A. put him on?
I mean, I can see both sides of it, but I think at the end of the day, like you said, that's Cam's platform. I can't go in there and tell y'all how to run Clearly Confused. I can't tell Jason how to do Jason's Jules. Like, you can't tell somebody how to run their platform. At the end of the day, we work together. But once I leave the studios of ESPN and I go my way, that's me. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Could have given you the heads up that hey, Deuce, I got somebody coming on the podcast this week. I know y'all butt heads. I'm gonna try to stay in the middle of it. I'm gonna,
Right.
I kind of mess with him, you my brother, but I'm not gonna make a big dilemma out of it. He probably could have gave him the heads up, and who say he didn't at the end of the day. But I think even listening to the podcast, I think he checked him. Patty checked him. I don't think he was just letting him go on there and just run his mouth
He
about Stephen A.
did.
I don't think that.
Yeah.
I didn't see that, at least in my opinion. I thought he checked him when he needed to be checked or whatever. So,
That's how I felt too, just
but I can
watching. I'm
also
like,
see why Stephen A's mad too. Then, but Stephen A can't be mad. That's his platform. You can't tell him who can go in there.
Yeah, I can see why he's mad. He can't tell him who to put on there, but he can still be
You
mad about
can't.
it.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, you can be mad.
see,
At the end of the day, you can be
it,
mad, but you can't tell me how to do it.
No, you're
nah,
right.
and
You're right about that.
it'd be different if he brought him on his platform to boost him up. He brought him on because he's
Yeah.
like, you've had personal beef with me. Let's address this. It ain't like I'm here to do you no
Mm-hmm.
favors. I want to like clear some shit up here. This is a clear up podcast right now. So I'm like, he didn't even come on there to try
Yeah.
to make Jason look good or nothing. He's like, you had some shit to say about me my whole life. Like, let's address those and then we'll get into anything extra that comes up. And he did his job. He
See,
stood. It wasn't
and I like that part.
it wasn't disrespectful. It was good.
Mm-mm.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
and I know you, like you said, Jason. They've had beef for years. So when you bring up Stephen A. and they beef, that's gonna take over everything, regardless of what's been said before.
Oh yeah.
The whole podcast wasn't centered for him between him and Stephen A. Like you said, it was the beef between Whitlock and what he said about Cam throughout his whole career. So, and then that just so happened to come up into the next topic. So you can't. It's different if the whole podcast is centered around them to the beef. Like then you
Exactly.
got to have
Yeah.
Stephen A. on at the same time so you can be the mediator. But that's not how it was. It just so happened that topic came up. He'd be a dumbass not to bring that topic up because he knows that's years worth of beef.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And that's gonna get the clicks that he
Exactly.
wants.
And if Jason Whitlock goes on a podcast by himself and talks about it, don't nobody really care. It's just clickbait. But if you come on Cam Newton's podcast, shit, he's on with Cam. Let me see what he's got to talk about.
Yeah,
And that's the
Yeah.
only reason why I
And he's
listened to it. Because if
associated.
it hadn't
Oh
been
yeah,
for Cam,
exactly.
I wouldn't have gave a damn about that. Yeah, I
Yeah, I'm like,
wouldn't have gave a damn.
fuck what Whitlock got to say about nothing, boy.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
I don't care his opinion on what the weather's like
yeah.
today. I don't give a damn.
All right.
Shit.
Nigga tell me
Nah,
it's
you're
95
right.
degree and sunny with the wind. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah,
all
I
right.
don't care. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just yeah, he was
Hey, keep
clowned
his
out.
black ass out of NASCAR.
Yeah, man.
I tell you the
man.
number
We
one
don't need
thing that I hated
like
with
that.
Whitlock. I hated him on that interview because he made it seem like representation doesn't matter. And that really pissed me off in that interview.
Yeah.
Because he just makes it seem,
Mm-hmm.
because he brought up an example. Well, my hero was this white man from where I grew up at. He inspired me. So why do people need to
Bruh.
look like you? I was like, all right,
And I
nigga, I'm
never
going to
met
cut
the
this
man.
shit off. Yeah, I was like, all right, I'm about done with this. Anybody to say representation that I want to see somebody that looks at me in that, like in that position so I know I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can be influenced by people of different colors and shit, but it's more impactful if I see, we don't have to look exactly the same, but if I see a guy that look like Jason, big old beard, he's doing some podcasting, I know I want to be a podcaster. Okay, I can do that shit. There's another person of color on there doing it. That lets
Mm-hmm.
me know I can do it and I can lock in.
Exactly.
So I want him to
Yeah.
smack the shit out of
Yeah.
Whitlock during that part, dog. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, this is why I don't listen to you. The whole podcast,
Yeah,
I'm
he
like,
was talking
this is why I don't listen to
nonsense.
your shit. I'm like, this is the whole reason I don't like listening to your goofy ass.
Right.
Oh man, so if it's anything, it would be
Talking about the way
Coon,
he
Stephen
dressed, and
A.
Cam was like, but you
versus Uncle Tom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah. Well, all right. Well, we'll move on real quick. Got a couple more topics to get to. I wanted to hit on the Jaden Ivey situation. I didn't know if y'all followed that one or had paid any attention to that recent uh, going down in the NBA. Y'all familiar with the Jaden Ivey situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got cut,
So,
didn't he?
what was y'all's thoughts? What was y'all's thoughts on Jaden Ivey situation?
Yeah, he
Huh?
got waived. Yeah, he got waived after
Yeah, he
like what
got
playing
waived.
2 games or something like that. Had recently just got traded.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
got
So he got hurt last year. Yeah, he had a
mm-hmm.
real bad injury, and he had just recovered from that injury when he got traded to the Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
I guess during this injury, his career was, I hate to say getting called into question, but there was some concern on whether he'd be able to return to 100% after this injury. So there's always been speculation that this injury might have fucked his head up a little bit. He's clearly become a lot closer to God in this time off as a basketball
Yeah, he
player.
has.
And while he has while he's gotten closer to God, he's become somewhat of of his own preacher, so to
Yeah.
say. He's spreading the word, preaching the gospel. And during his preaching and his teachings, he has decided that he was against the NBA and their celebration of Pride Month. And he made a statement about it. And subsequently, that statement that he made about Pride Month is what a lot of people believe got him weight. Now, you can look further into the story and know that he'd been causing issues in the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Mm-hmm. I
one
saw that.
thing that I will say, and I can't help but believe this, if he was a highly contributing player on that team, he would not have been waived, and he'd
Absolutely.
be allowed to say whatever he wants to say. And
Yep.
I was wondering if y'all felt the same way, if y'all or y'all's thoughts on that,
He would have got done
because
like
it's one thing
Kyrie
to
and
waive
just
a
got
dude who's
fined.
scoring 2 points a game. It's a exactly
Literally.
because
Nah, I
even
agree with
Kyrie,
you on that. Any other top player, let uh LeBron get out here and say some shit like that. Ah, okay, he gonna get a fine and he gonna be back on the court on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like he's not getting like you're not gonna waive him or
nope,
whatnot. Like you're not doing it. It's just if he had more more stature in the league and he was balling, he would have
Yeah.
got fined, maybe got slapped with a little 1 game suspension, and that would have been it. That
right?
that that would everybody would have washed their hands and that would have been the end of that story. It wouldn't have been no
Yeah,
Yeah,
more.
it would have been
And
done.
then like if he hadn't brought in the NBA and brought up Steph Curry, he'd have been fine. But you
yeah,
bring up
that is
those
one
two,
thing
it's
I know.
over. It's
Yeah,
over. Nothing you can do. There's
Yeah,
nothing you can
ain't
do.
nothing you can do, my boy. It's over for you. Which I'm like, I get
They
it.
should have cleaned.
Like once I found out all the other stuff he was doing behind the scenes, like telling people they was unholy in the locker room and shit like that, I'd have been like, yeah,
Hey,
y'all need to get this nigga up out
right.
of here. He ain't contributing.
he was
He
a
talking
nutcase.
shit. Yeah, get his ass up out of here. He telling me I'm unholy and shit. I had a
He's
kid out of wedlock, so now I'm a demon in this motherfucker's eyes.
Right.
Get him out of here. Because I don't want that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So
this
I
Right,
nigga was
right,
a
right.
understand.
nutcase.
And I love Billy Donovan. So Billy
Oh
Donovan
yeah,
said that
absolutely.
motherfucker needed to go. That motherfucker needed to go.
Yeah,
Facts.
man. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just that it's always a lot easier to accept opposing views from someone who's an actual contributor.
Right.
And that was the main thing that I saw. A lot of like I've seen a lot of players say they support Jaden Ivey. And I'm like, what are y'all supporting? Are y'all supporting what he said about Pride Month? Are y'all supporting him as a person and his trials and tribulations that he's going through? What exactly is the support? And we never could get any real
Nah, you
clarification
can't
on
get no out of it. Nah, yeah, you can't. It's
it.
just
What
yeah.
I kind of
It's a lot of
see
Yeah,
support, but
from
they
the
don't know what they supporting.
yeah, what I personally take from that support is them saying like I've seen some of them like to the religious aspect of it because a lot of them are like, oh, I feel like we can't be Christians and say what we want to say. And it's like, you can be whatever religion you want to be in the league. You can be straight, gay, whatever you want to be, but you can't push shit on other people. You know what I'm saying? If he was
Mm-mm.
Muslim and he started
right,
pushing Allah and shit on people and all this stuff, it's going to be the same thing. You just can't, just because that's your belief system doesn't mean everybody has to adhere to that belief
Yeah.
system. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're a team of individuals from all across the world, different countries, shit like that. And you got a whole mixed room.
Mm-hmm.
You keep your opinions to yourself. If you don't believe in the pride and shit, don't partake. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna do it. You getting paid by this
right.
organization. They're gonna
Yep,
do it. Don't participate in it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta walk around doing all crazy shit, wear no crazy colors or nothing. Just don't
You ain't
do
got to
it.
put the
You know what
shirt
I'm
on.
saying? Yeah, you don't
right.
have like I don't I
You
don't
ain't gotta put
Right.
that
understand
warm
that.
up
Like,
on.
nobody's taking your religious freedom away from you. It's just saying don't push your shit on anybody else because some people don't want that. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear all that shit. Don't come here telling me I'm unholy,
But I
dog.
can
I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to hear that shit. But then to counter your argument, it's like you not to push that on people. But hell, the league's doing the same thing. The league is pushing that Pride Month on people. People are like, look, at the end of the day, we just want to see some basketball. We just want to see some football. Go hoop, go, go do your shit on the field. We don't want to be involved with the Pride Month. I mean, then they
My
still
thing with
pushing
the
it on
league,
you.
though,
But I get it. At that, yeah, I kind of get where you're gonna come from on that.
it's just to me, it's the business of it. They want as many biggest fan
That's what
base
I'm
as they
saying.
can
Yeah.
get. That's just like a white person being like, "Hey, I hate this shit y'all doing for Black History Month. That's some bullshit that y'all doing all this shit on Black History Month. I got wear fucking Martin Luther King slogan on my shirt and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
Oh,
know,
yeah.
man. It's just NBA is
Yeah,
gonna
they
do what it's gonna do, just like NFL, any organization. They want to sell tickets, they want money, they want people to feel included,
Absolutely.
all that stuff. So that's part of it. You know what I'm saying? It is what
Yeah,
it
and
is.
also
It's part of it.
if the Bulls weren't so trash and actually were a good team, it might not have been such a big deal either. They
And right.
trash. Hell, they firing GMs and other people in positions after all this. I'm like, damn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But they said when he got waived, they gave him a $10 million check on the way out the door.
Shit, I'll
And one
take it.
I
thing that I
saw that.
said was, well, if he's so worried about Pride Month or whatnot, that money back, man. I bet you're gonna take that Pride money, though, ain't you? I bet he took all
Hell
$10 million
yeah.
and said, you know what? I'm gonna take this money on the way out. But if you so against Pride Month and you so against what the NBA is doing, you shouldn't take none of that money. That's
That's
just where
valid.
I'm coming
Yeah.
from. If you're gonna
That's
stand on
valid.
principle, stand on
That's
them
valid.
principles.
That is
So
valid.
that's
People
that's where
pick
I
and
was coming from.
choose, man. They pick and choose. And I
Yeah,
don't
man.
know. I
Oh
would
yeah.
love to know his history on like his religion and shit like that. Did he grow up a Christian or this seems like
Yeah.
he might have just became like a very strong Christian and it just got overbearing out the gate because he don't went
Yeah,
through some shit. So he like supercharged Christian right now. And he just over there probably in the locker room throwing anointing water on people, dog. I just can't.
Holy
That shit
water.
is funny to me.
yeah, man.
Yeah. He in there just purging motherfuckers in
Oh
there. They're
yeah.
like, come on, bro. I'm trying to get out on the court, dog.
Yeah, yeah. You see where he said Catholicism is a made up religion?
Mental
Yeah,
health's a real thing. Mental
Yeah,
health
he
is a
yeah.
said
real thing.
the best part about that though, his mother is the head coach of the women at Notre Dame.
I did not know
Ah,
that.
Yeah, man.
we.
I did not
Yeah.
know that. Wow.
That man is out here wilding. He's out
I
here
did not know that. Wow.
out
You
here
better
shitting
fuck
all
up
over
his
his
mama
mama's
bag and
job and
everything.
everything. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying?
I can
Yeah,
see him
Wow.
having a boy. You better shut your motherfucking
Shut your.
mouth over.
yeah.
Hey, he definitely got a phone call.
You know
It's
he
mid
did.
tournament too. Yeah, she tore his
Yeah.
ass up.
No, he did.
Hey,
No,
I
he
seen a
did. But
comment
Hey, he
it
better
goes to
yesterday
make.
what
saying he was the
Donovan said
first
about
basketball
mental.
player with CTE.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it goes to what Donovan was saying, man. Mental health is real, man. And I could be wrong in my diagnosis, but I just feel like a lot of this got spurred on and elevated once he got hurt and his career got called into question.
No, that's
Because
real.
before he got hurt, he was doing fine. He was giving you about 13, 14 points a game. He's giving you
Mm-hmm.
about 2, 3 assists, 2, 3 rebounds a game. He was doing good in Detroit until he got hurt.
Yeah.
Once he got hurt, shit went downhill real quick for him, man. And we see
Yeah.
where he's at now, man, and shit just ain't a good look for him.
I hope he gets that help, man, because the way the people, what's my man from Louisville that took his life not recently, all them injuries and stuff, man,
Yeah,
that plays a
Rondell.
toll on you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
Rondell
yeah.
Moore, that plays your whole life you've been balling, and now you at the peak of your career, and you just keep getting hurt, and all this shit adds up. Mental health is big, man. Like,
Yeah.
so I hope he gets the help that he needs. But
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for
if it's
sure.
not mental health, he's definitely full on. He don't want 0 to 100. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man.
There's a
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I love you, God.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right. And so last topic I want to get to, and this one should be a good one. I don't know how I ain't sure how long this one will last, but I think it's a pretty good topic. I think it's got a lot of nuances around it. And The question is, did LeBron James diss Memphis when he said they need to move the team out of Memphis to Nashville, Tennessee? So, what are y'all's thoughts on LeBron saying that he's 41
Absolutely
years
not.
old and he can't be in a staying in a Hyatt on a Thursday night in Memphis? They need to move the team to Nashville so it can be up there with NASCAR and Vanderbilt and hockey and whatnot. What are y'all's thoughts on LeBron James laying down this gauntlet to the Memphis Grizzlies? Because we already know about the Lakers and the Grizzlies. They hate each other. But
Yeah.
this is taking it to a whole nother level. So what are
Yeah.
y'all thoughts on LeBron wanting to move the team to Nashville?
It's LeBron. It's the highest known person in the league, so his voice holds a lot more weight. It's been a
Yes.
shit ton of other players that brought up this whole Memphis situation, but it just so happened to be LeBron. Anybody else, like, it gets swept up on the rug like it's been doing for the last 10 years. When people bring it up, it's just LeBron and the hate. Everybody loves to hate him. He's on the golf course. He's probably been drinking. They just shooting the shit. You know, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
I
say
hear it.
this. I got one point. Let me
All
make
right.
one point real quick. Me and Don both went to Memphis together, and we both agreed probably not going back to that bitch. You hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you
yeah,
go.
we got you.
I got you. All right. So now
Yeah, you and Don went to Memphis.
we both went to Memphis, and I think it's safe to say we both agreed that that's a one-time trip to motherfucking Memphis.
Facts.
Because it's like,
Facts.
I agree. When he said, I'm like, shit, I feel you, Brian. Hell no, I don't want to go to Memphis either.
No, hell no.
Yeah. So I
Oh,
don't
shit.
understand what people mad about. I'm like, shit, have y'all been to Memphis? Everybody that's mad, have y'all
All
been to
right.
Memphis?
Right, right. Well,
Only
if I
people that
had
should
to
be mad
go,
are people from Memphis.
and those were the people that were mad, but I can understand where they're coming from because the optics don't look good at all. Because it goes to what Donovan said a second ago. It's LeBron James. He got more motion than anybody. Now, we all know if there's any one player in the NBA who could have the pull to move a team from Memphis to
It's
Nashville,
LeBron
it's
James.
LeBron James.
Hell yeah.
So my thinking is, are we going to hear about LeBron moving the Memphis Grizzlies to Nashville when he retires and he's out the league? Because we know he can do it.
Right.
We know he can. And with Memphis being pretty much 60-70% black city, and him on the golf course with the podcast bros out there saying, nah, they need to move the team out of Memphis, move to Nashville. Do y'all think the optics were on? What do y'all think about the optics on that? Because to me, I think that's what made it worse for LeBron than what it was if
Yeah,
somebody like KD says it. Because if somebody like KD says it, KD's just complaining about the hotel. And I get complaining
exactly.
about the hotel. I understand that part. But once you start saying, no, we need to move the team, that takes it to a whole nother level in my eyes. So
Absolutely.
I was wondering what y'all's thoughts were on that.
I got something to say on that part. I think, I just think, I don't even think it matters who said it. Well, I'll say, of course, it's LeBron. That everything's heavier when he says it. But my thing is, and I think the only reason LeBron is really getting the bad optics on this is because you said move them from Memphis, and to your point, that's a predominantly black place. And then you say pack that shit and move them to white ass Nashville. To me, that looks like, damn, we need to take them out this black ass, dirty ass city and put them in pretty ass white Nashville. I can see some people taking that shit and be like, man, fuck you, dog. You trying to take it out, the black culture, the black area, and take it to the little old fancy ass white area where everything is. I can see people getting rubbed the wrong way from that aspect of it. And that's kind of how I could see it. If he would have just been like, I hate Memphis, you know what I'm saying? Fuck Hyatt. I don't like Hyatt either. I'm at a Marriott hotel right now because I don't like Hyatt. You know what I'm saying? I get it.
Yeah,
He don't like Hyatt. He don't like Hyatt. You know what I'm
right, right,
saying?
right.
So it is what it is. But if he would have never said move them to Nashville, I don't think it would even have been as big as it is. Because the people of Memphis are like, damn, you want to move them to this white ass area.
See, I didn't even see it like that when I first heard the initial comments. I didn't even look at it like that. I looked at it as moving to Nashville. I mean, hell yeah, you got NASCAR, you got Vanderbilt, you got all these other, you got football, you got all these other professional things there. You take Memphis, take the Grizzlies there, they might thrive. Like, there's nothing in Memphis outside of the Grizzlies. There's nothing. They don't even like the University of Memphis. And hell, that's all they got. So I looked at it as like, shit, I mean, he's not wrong. You move Memphis to Nashville, they might thrive. They're going to be in a better market. They might get bigger players. Your best player, John Morant, wants out. He's done. He's done with Memphis. He don't want nothing to do with Memphis. You put him in Nashville, shit, he might be let's go Grizzly for the rest of my career. So I didn't really see it as a black and white thing. Could be just naive out of it, but I kind of agree. You gotta move Nashville out. Get him out of Memphis, man. I feel like you
Yeah,
leaving a
ain't shit
couple
in Memphis.
you leaving a couple M's on the table. You leaving a couple M's on the table.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
not moving to Nashville.
one of the things that I've always I guess liked about LeBron is how he has always been on the right side of things when it comes to social issues
Yeah.
in the country. So I've always felt like he's been on the right side. So I ain't gonna lie, I was a little disappointed in how this played out, just because I have higher expectations from him. Because I didn't want to see it. I don't want to see it to be a scene where he's getting pitted against black people. Because we've never been in a situation where LeBron is being pitted against black people, and I don't think that's a win for anybody
Yeah.
in any situation. You know what I'm saying? I think LeBron is somebody that we still held our own, regardless of how you feel about him, whether you think he's the GOAT or not. LeBron he's always been 10 toes down. So I've got no reason to believe that he wouldn't be 10 toes down any other time. But
Mm-hmm.
I did not like the optics on this. I did think it looked bad. I just didn't.
Did
I
you
didn't
see
think it
his
was a good
double
look for
down
him.
video?
But I'm not going to shit on him because of that. Huh?
When he came back and we brought up Cleveland and Milwaukee.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
they
When he
did the
doubled down
little
and he's
double
like, "Yeah, I don't like
down,
going to
and
Cleveland, Milwaukee."
he was like,
Yeah,
"When did I say I don't like black people?" And that's the reason I brought the racial
Exactly.
shit in there, because that's how people took
right.
it, is like, leave black, go to white. He's like, "When did I say I don't like black people?" Now I will say I watched a video from a girl from Memphis, and she like, "Nigga, you from Akron." So I'm like, I get it,
Yeah,
nigga. Don't nobody wanna go to fucking Akron either. You can't talk shit about a city. You from Akron. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I get that. I was
right,
like,
right,
she
right.
got a point there. You can't say shit. And then he came out, he like, fuck Akron too. I'm like, shit. Never
Yeah,
mind then. He's like, yeah, fuck
yeah,
all that shit. I don't give a fuck about. He's like, I'm from Akron. I don't give a damn. Shit. I don't go like going back there either. So I'm like,
yeah.
never
That's when
mind,
I
he
said he'll
good.
be
After
playing
that, I was
Golden
like, he
State next
good.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
initially I didn't see it as a black and white thing. I don't know. To me, I was thinking more of a financial thing. Because I agree. Like actually visiting Memphis, I'm like, bro, there's not shit to do there. Like,
Right.
you
Hey,
either
yeah.
you can go to
I
Bill
didn't see
Street
it.
and go to the
I'm sorry.
That's it.
MLK. You gonna go to Bill Street, MLK, or the little pyramid. That's it. What
Yeah,
else you gonna do?
If you white, you go into Elvis Presley's little joint out there.
Yeah,
That's about as
that's
far as
it.
you going.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like, and you gonna go to
Yeah.
Nashville, you gonna have a hell of a time.
yeah, it's true. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Because it would not surprise me at all. 4 or 5 years on down the road, LeBron James and his ownership group moving the team to Nashville. I can definitely see it happen.
Hey,
Because
move it,
the
man.
man's
Hey,
been about his money, and one thing he's done is make money.
And he gonna
if
make
I
money
if
at the
I
end of
was
the day.
LeBron, I'd been like, look, they killed Martin Luther King in Memphis. Ain't nothing good out there, man. We need to take this shit, pack this shit on up out of here. Ain't shit good in Memphis. They
Hey,
done took out
he made a
civil
coup
rights
off of
leader.
it and made money off
Yeah.
it too.
Civil rights leader got taken out. Shit, and y'all think they gonna do to the
Yeah.
Grizzly?
You say I don't like
Yeah,
black people. Y'all killed our black leader. That's why I wouldn't get the fuck out that city.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right,
Hey,
move.
I'm with LeBron, man. Defund Memphis, man. Take all that shit. Get all that shit up out of there. Close
they've
them
been
doors.
defunding Memphis.
Hey,
They've been defunding Memphis for years.
moving to Kentucky. We'll take them.
Oh yeah,
Whew. That'd be nice.
shit,
That'd
yeah,
be nice. But
that
it's
would be nice.
I don't know. LeBron, I don't know why people get so one. Yeah, I guess I get it because again, it's LeBron. He carries weight. But anytime
Hmm.
somebody says they don't like stuff, especially he's in a competitive sport, like clearly there's gonna be teams he fucking hates. Like if you're in the
Right.
AFC North playing for the Steelers, you gonna say I hate playing in Baltimore.
Right.
And it is what it is. Like everybody's gonna be like, okay, obviously you hate playing in Baltimore. Y'all got beef, just like Lakers and Grizzlies. Obviously, that motherfucker don't like Memphis or Milwaukee because of past shit. Like he don't like it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? People just, man, we just live in that era where people just find reasons to be pissed off about everything.
I think another thing
Yeah,
that probably
for sure.
pissed people off too is when he was like, even if I got drafted there, I think I would have put Eli Manning.
Yeah, he
So
did
I
say
think
that shit.
yeah. So that I know that rubbed a lot of people wrong too. And it's like, damn, you gonna say in Cleveland, but you won't come here? Like,
Right, right,
okay.
right. Yeah, that's the
Now
only
I will
thing.
say,
I ain't mad at LeBron, but I think he's a lot
mhm,
smarter than what he's playing at. I think he's a lot smarter than what he's given in this situation. Like I think he knew the optics. I think he knew I think he knew what he was saying, and I think he's gonna find a way to get out of it because
Yeah.
he's not stupid, man. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
not.
he can sit there and say, "All right, when did I say I didn't hate black people?" Motherfucker, you know Memphis is 85% black. You know when you shit on Memphis, you pretty much shitting on black people. He's not dumb. So, you know, that's where I come at it with. Now, granted, I wasn't all pissed off about it or nothing, but I was like, come on, Brian, man. You know better than that shit, man. You know, Brian he's
Now,
just not no dummy.
now, and I'll say this because this is something that's been coming up, and I heard my dogs in the comedy world, Andrew Schultz, said it. He's like, man, these entertainers, celebrities, people like LeBron and shit, they gotta stay off these podcasts. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah, man.
gotta stay off these podcasts where you drinking and chilling, and you done became a little bit too relaxed, and you done forgot you the king. You might just come on, man. You don't need to record all that because that's when you end up getting too loose and comfortable. Forget your PR training. Now you done said some bullshit, and now you got everybody on your neck. And it's just it's like,
Right.
come on, man, and leave some mystery in the world. That's the problem with a lot of our entertainers and shit. We know too much about their personal lives and shit, and we just follow everything. Leave some mystery to it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I grew up, I didn't know
Everybody
what
wants
the
to say the
fuck Michael
insight though.
Jordan and shit. Yeah, we do, but that's what made it
Everybody wants
special.
to say the
Like
insight
if I
though.
didn't. They do, but it becomes more special when you make it special. Like the celebrities that don't have social media, and then when they do come out and do something, it's huge because people are like, I don't know what the fuck this individual's been doing all these years or anything in their personal life. Like when I was talking about Andrew Schultz, he brought up Leonardo DiCaprio. He's like, don't nobody know what the fuck Leonardo DiCaprio likes doing on his time off besides fucking young girls. Like that's it. That's all
Right.
we know about him is that he like young ass girls. We don't know his hobbies. We don't know shit because he stays off, stays low key. He don't do a bunch of interviews and shit. But he's still the top fucking actor. He's still like one of the highest paid actors. Still the top dog.
Mhm.
And he's got that fan base because they're like, you're mysterious. We don't know about you. That's why we're so fascinated. But when you get these people always on podcasts and shit, it's too much. And I've said it before, probably on a few podcasts now. I hate sports. I hate any sports player doing podcasts during the season. I hate that shit. I do not
Right.
like
Ain't
that
me.
Yeah,
shit.
I agree
I
with you
don't
on that.
like sports players hosting podcasts. I don't like them getting on other people's podcasts. Like, you should
Takes
be
away.
locked in on this sport. Yeah, don't
Mm-hmm.
give us any kind of scene behind the scenes on what's going on. Leave that shit alone, man. Like, I don't want to see
Yeah.
that shit.
No, I
Cause
agree with
then
you on that.
I hate it in football.
See?
I get fired up in football. Two players about to play each other
Hey,
next week. I seen the
you
Steelers player on somebody he was on Amon Ra's podcast. I'm like, nigga, y'all play
St. Brown.
next week. You
Yeah.
need to hate that motherfucker. What the hell you on his
Right.
show, man? Shit pissed me
Right.
off. I don't like that shit.
Right.
I don't like it, man.
Hey, we had Mike on
So
it
it would have saved him
every
some
Monday.
trouble.
Mike was on it.
At least.
Mm-mm.
It started with your boy
Yeah.
over there, Micah. Micah was started my hate
Michael
for it,
Parson.
Don.
That's what I'm saying. He was on it every
Oh
week.
yeah, man, motherfucker would be like, as soon as he left a game, he hop on there to talk about it. I'm like, this
That's
nigga's probably thinking about the podcast the whole game. Like, oh man,
facts.
I just missed this
I
block.
gotta
I
get
got
him
this
as my
crazy
guest.
tackle. Oh, I can't
Yeah.
wait to bring that up. Yeah, like that shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah,
Just
I hate it.
play.
It drives me crazy.
Yeah, man.
But then that's like all you want them to do is shut up and dribble.
And I don't want him to. I want him to do actual interviews. Like it's in their contracts. They got to do media. They got to do shit like that. You ain't got to shut up and dribble. You can do that now. You can still have your one-offs. Like say there's some social action thing going on. Shit, you can get on your damn IG live, talk about whatever the hell you need to talk about. You just ain't got to get on somebody's podcast and do it. You know what I'm saying? You still got a voice. It's just
Yeah.
quit getting on these fucking bro podcasts or the group chat podcast and saying too fucking much. Because now you
Yeah.
hurting your
Mhm.
bag,
Yeah.
brand. Luckily, you LeBron, so you can get away with whatever. But let some of these small niggas get on there and say the wrong thing. It's a wrap. You're done.
Jaden
It's
Ivey.
over for you.
Jaden Ivey. Yeah,
Y'all,
literally.
yeah, that motherfucker
They can get
done.
on something right
He
now.
ain't even
It's
got to
over
get
for
on the
him.
podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Pack his shoes up. He's
Yeah.
cooked.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I don't know, man. Yeah.
Well,
It's just
folks.
everything gets stretched
Yeah.
with LeBron, though.
It does. It does. And it's who he is, and that's the way it's always going to be. You know, happened with LeBron, happened with Michael Jordan. It's just the way it's always going to be when it comes to them two. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna have to grin and bear it sometimes when he pisses off the masses. But you know, part of the gig. But anyway, that is all we got today, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, fellas, I want to thank y'all for coming on the show. I definitely appreciate it. Definitely look
I
forward to having
appreciate
y'all
the
back, man,
invite.
for another.
Yes, sir.
Oh
Thanks for
yeah,
breaking me out of
yeah.
retirement.
Hey,
I,
hey,
I,
nah,
I was
I
texting
got
dudes. I was
time
like, I
on,
gotta
man.
find all my shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. We'll have to get back on here and do some NASCAR shit. You know what I'm
Yeah, I'm
saying? 'Cause,
down, man. I'm down.
season just started, man, and
Yeah, we
shit. Yeah, we got a long way to go to NASCAR season. So man, I have to get you back on here, man. We can talk some NASCAR, talk some what's actually going on the track and whatnot,
I'm with
as
it,
opposed
man.
to
Hey,
what's going on
Jason,
off the track. Yo,
I get 4 tickets to every NASCAR race that typically
Here we
comes up.
go.
I take my wife. That means I got 2 extra tickets. All y'all gotta do is let
Here
me
we
know.
go.
And
yeah,
I'm only about 5.5 hour drive from you, so it's a quick little ride down. You know, if you need to get some free tickets to a race and shit, you got a
yeah.
free
We're gonna
place
have
to
to make
stay
that
and
happen.
everything, man.
Hey,
Mm,
I got the
Yeah, we'll have to make that
Coke
happen.
600s coming up. Go ahead and hop on that, man.
man.
We have to make that happen. We're gonna
Coke
have to make that
600s
happen.
coming. Once y'all airport
Oh
gets
yeah.
those price tickets down, you'll see me a lot more. Until then, shit.
Hey,
Shit,
June.
shit.
I think it's June 6th is when that direct flight from Dallas starts. Yeah, but them prices
Yeah,
in
I'll
general,
check it.
man. Shit, with this war and shit, I ain't booking nothing until
Yeah, it's
somebody
insane.
wants.
Yeah, it's
I ain't
insane.
going nowhere.
Nah, man. Yeah, I definitely appreciate you letting me hop on here, bro. Like I said, it's been
Yeah,
over a
absolutely.
year since I've been in the podcast game, and I had to dust all my stuff off. I wasn't even sure if it's still working anymore, but I
Yeah, I'm
definitely,
glad it worked, man. I'm glad it worked. I'm glad you was able to come on, man. I'm glad we was able to do this for real.
yeah, I definitely tune into the Clearly Confused podcast weekly. So yeah, man, just to give y'all flowers. Y'all killing it, man. Keep it up, bro. Love hearing the
Yeah,
topics
Appreciate
each
that,
week.
bro.
It's
definitely
a breath
appreciate
of
that.
fresh air, hearing it from two black men that I know, that's gonna hear both sides of the story. So, man, keep it up for sure.
Yeah,
I appreciate
yeah.
that.
And on that note, we are out again. Don't forget to tune into the Clearly Confused podcast. This has been Jason Jules with Donovan Ellis and my boy DeuceSpeaks. And we are
Peace.
out. Peace.
Yes.